Okay, guys. So, what do I think about the nominees, right? I think it happened like 2 days ago or something like that. Can't remember, right? So, it happened about Will Smith and Chris Rock, right? To me, Chris Rock is a good comedy, right? He makes jokes and stuff like that, right? It's always a funny time when you listen to him, right? And he's like a sweet guy. Will Smith, he's okay, but after that day, he slapped Chris Rock for no good reason, just by telling a small little joke. Um, to me, I think that was disgusting. It was just a joke. Maybe he didn't know about Jada's condition. Maybe he didn't know. For Will Smith to go up and slap him, to me, I thought it was fake at first, but when I closely look at it, I was like, if it was a regular person slapping another person, that would be a battery, right? But for celebrities, it's some kind of difference to it, right? So it is a battery because he just went up there to slap him. For some odd reason, Will Smith was laughing at that joke, right? He was literally laughing at that joke because the camera turned to him, right? He was laughing at it, until he turned to Jada. And then when he turned to Jada, then it was like game over, for some odd reason. We all know Will Smith is kind of whipped, in that kind of sense. So I guess when he turned to Jada, he already knew the joke was not funny. It was kind of rude, right? To me, I didn't understand the joke, but it was just a joke. He's a comedian. He's just trying to live up the audience and make people have a laughter. He was not taking it in. He was not trying to make it like in a mean comments. He was not trying to do that. I don't think so. I don't think he have an evil bone in his body to make those kind of jokes to hurt someone's feelings, right? To Will, it was a slap in the face after he saw his wife's reaction to the situation, right? If you can hear it, that's the garbage man or garbage collector. So, to me, I thought that it was really rude to go slap someone over a joke. It was not really serious to go hit someone over that. It was pointless. Your actions speaks more than words. Sticks and stones will maybe break my bones, but words would never hurt me. That's what he could have just did. Like, if he wanted to come up to him and then on the stage and stuff like that and say, hey, that was not really funny, you should knock it off. That's what he should have did. But to go on the stage and go hit someone, that takes a lot of balls to do that in front of the whole audience and the people who's watching, on TV, right? If you wanted to hit him, you should have did it backstage. Why you have the nerve to hit him in front of all the people who's watching? To me, that was a pussy move. You could have did it after the stage, but I bet you he did that because he knew Chris Rock was not going to hit him. That what made me kind of mad, that he did that because he's a humble dude, Chris Rock, I don't think he made it in a bad way, So he could have did that after the stage, right? But I bet you in his mind he knew Chris Rock would have beat his ass if he did it backstage. He did it on stage so he can make people else see that, right? And he didn't thought that Chris Rock would actually hit him. That's what was in his brain, right? So to me, if someone hit me and I was on stage, and I knew people was watching from everywhere, I would have knocked him out. I don't care if he was on the stage or on the Grammys or just in the streets or anything like that, you don't go up to hit someone, right? And not expect that that person will not hit you back, you know? That's to me, you know, like, if someone hits you, you have to hit them back, right? It's obvious, right? So, for Will Smith to go do that, that was a punk move to do, you know? One, he know better to go up there and humiliate Chris Rock. He was not trying to humiliate Jada Pinkett Smith, right? Or something like that. Anywho, he was not trying to like disrespect her or any kind of way, you know. Maybe he didn't know nothing about her situation, what she's going through, you know. He just thought that she should Will Smith just smacked the shit out of it. It was a new start. He didn't know nothing about that. If he knew, he wouldn't take it a joke like that. Dude. But to me, I think Chris Rock should press charges. He should sue him for that, you know, and do other legal things to Will Smith. He knows better not to go up to hit someone in the face and not get the consequence for his actions, you know. I thought Will Smith had some sense, but he had the audacity to do that, you know. To me, he really humiliated Chris Rock in front of everybody. I know Chris Rock not really try to like humiliate Will Smith's wife, not in personal or intentional, you know, intentional hands on another person, you know. And Will Smith should have got taken out of the nominees and in the place where they was at, you know. That he should have got kicked out doing that, you know. And the people who was like cheering him on because he won the nominee for Best Actor, you know, that was before he even won. He hit Chris Rock, right? To me, I was like, okay, he's a good actor, but that action he just took, it should have been dealt with at that moment, you know. When someone's a comedian, you know, and making jokes and stuff like that, you shouldn't take it to heart. But some people do, for some odd reason. You're supposed to laugh at the situation, you know. I understand that Jada was uncomfortable at that point, you know. But if she knew Chris Rock was going to be there, you know, he's going to make some jokes, you know. He makes jokes here and there, you know. That's the comedian part of it. If you knew you was going to get offended at any kind of joke that he takes or use, you shouldn't even be there, right? It's just a joke. It's to make people laugh. Not at a situation where it's very personal or serious. I understand alopecia is very serious. It kind of looks like I have alopecia, but I got burns on my scalp. I'm just gonna call it alopecia, you know. At first, when I was younger, I took it to heart when people kept calling me bald-headed, you know. And they made a little song to it, bald-headed scatterrat, you don't have any hair in the back, right? It did hurt my feelings when I was younger. Like, 8 to in elementary. Middle school to elementary. When it got to high school, I was done with it. Just like how Jada Smith said she was done with it. Why you wouldn't been done with it with the jokes and the stuff? If you say you're done with something, you're supposed to be done with it. You shouldn't have any remorse to it, you know, or any feedbacks to it or negativity about it, right? When someone says it's done, they don't care about it. Apparently, she's not done with it, you know. This is just my opinion, you know. Since she's done with it, she should laugh at the situation. Don't take things too personal. Don't take things too seriously. I have birthmarks all over my body. I'm not trying to make it about me. It's about Will Smith and Chris Rock. But I'm going to say something about myself, right? I have birthmarks, right? I'm not gonna call it birthmarks. I'm gonna call it skin pigments, because that's the legitly word for it, right? I have birthmarks all over my body, right? And sometimes when I look in the mirror, I just laugh at it. You know why? Because it's a part of me. I can't change it. Maybe I can if I take legal surgery and stuff like that, skin stuff like that. But I don't want to change it because it makes me different, you know? And I like being different. Here, to women is a lot to them, right? Because if you have good hair, soft hair, maintain it all here, you know, you look pretty in people's eyes, right? If you take away if you take away the hair, the makeup, everything to make a woman beautiful, they have nothing, right? Not trying to put down any women who's bald-headed, who's fat, skinny, or anything like that, who have pigment skin or anything like that. Sometimes you gotta laugh at things in your life. If you take it too serious, you know you're gonna die quicker, you know that already. You gotta continue to laugh at little situations in your life. Because the funnier the situation is, or the serious the situation is, you always gotta laugh at it. One, can't take too much things personal to hearts or anything like that. Because if you take it too serious or emotionally or stable people who's actually stable, take it to heart, then it always tend to have a negative input of your life, you know, and stuff like that. This video is very long. So I think Chris should do some legal things towards Will Smith. Should charge him for hitting him, because that's a battery. Embarrass him, you know, in front of everybody who's watching and the people who was at the Oscars, you know. That's a slap in the face to everybody who's watching that, you know, because that was not necessary, you know. He should definitely sue Will Smith for a lot of money. At least, I think, $10 million. Because that whole night and forever, when he's still alive, of Chris Rock, it will be out there. And that fake alligated cries when he said he was sorry, that is horse shit. Because if he was very sorry, he should have did it when he got up and won that Oscar. Not after he went on social media and started to apologize to Chris. I don't take that apology acceptable. He shouldn't take it acceptable, you know. He shouldn't accept that. No one should accept that getting hit in front of everybody, you know. The humiliation of that slap, you know. To me, it sounded like a closed fist instead of a slap to me, because the sound of it, you know. And Chris could have had some good words to say to Will Smith, right? He could have. And he could have fight back. But I am imploring Chris Rock to just keep in his posure. Because if it was me or anybody else was on the streets doing that to a person, you automatically get locked up, press charges, and try to sue that person, right? So yeah, I think that's mostly it, right? About that situation with Chris Rock and Will Smith. I know this video is not gonna go that far, you know. I know that. I don't have that much subscribers or anything like that, but I just want to put my 2 cents in, you know. And yeah.